as we all know, I said, the who can wield Thor's hammer. Now, everyone knows that I mainly just focused on the ones that are playable. However, there are ones that are in the manga but are actually not been mentioned. Now, I'm gonna get through this as quickly as possibly because, as you all know, since some of the characters are not like well known or like let's just say, you get what I mean, like they haven't got enough screen time as like the main characters. I'm just gonna skip the ones that aren't gonna be like anything. So if you like think some of the characters, I'm only gonna mention the characters that are like I'm not sure. You get what I mean? Or like the well known ones. Okay? Anyway, let's go let's get started. First of all, Strazo. Now, Strazo will never wield a hammer because obviously we all know that he betrays Jonathan and Joseph after part. He betrays them after part two. Tom Petty, Dyer, all that stuff, they won't wield the hammer because they didn't get enough screen time. Dyer could not get the hammer because even though he sacrificed his life for Jonathan, it doesn't matter since, as I said to you before, just because they sacrificed their lives to the main character does not mean that they are worthy of the hammer. Since if that is the case, then everyone here would be able to wield the hammer. Anyway, Wong Chang is the one who Dio has as his like minion. No. Jack the Ripper. No. Bruford. Here's the thing. Maybe. Now the reason why is because when Jonathan um released him from his body. Now, as I said to you before, I said that Kakyoin and Paul Narf. I'm not going to count the times that he was under control by Dio. Now Bruford was controlled by Dio kind of bit. He was kind of manipulated by Dio to do stuff for him. So the only time he actually got his like humanity back is when Jonathan put a hammer into him and when he was about to die. So basically, I don't know if the hammer will give him the worriness because, like, obviously he did do a lot of good things. Like back then to the Bloody Mary, he was the best knight with Tarkus. But however, he just he him out of Tarkus. Like Tarkus is like the worst man ever, but Burford was like a noble man and a nobleman to be turned into a minion of Dio, I don't know what the Hammer's opinion would be like for that guy. I don't think so. I don't think he'd be worthy though. But I'm gonna say a possibility for Bruford. Anyway, Tarkus, no. George Joestar, no. Dario Brando, no. Arena, no. Danny, no. And then just the rest, just no. Every character from part one, no. Okay, part two. Santana, no. And then just everyone else, no. Just basically everyone else. Like John, I'm only gonna mention George Joestar. Now I think George Joestar is possibly be able to get the hammer, but I think he is worthy to lift the hammer, and here's the reason why. He was fighting in a lot of wars, and also not just that, he also dedicates his life to like try to save Lisa, and try to protect his son Joseph to to carry on the legacy of the Joestar's bloodline. However, the only issue is about George Joestar is that near the end he got turned into a vampire, so Lisa had to kill him and harm him. So yeah, I would say he is worthy though because you see he is a good man at heart. So he did a lot of good deeds, but like see by Bruford, he only did like one good deed, and that was like the Bloody Mary thing. But George Joestar did a lot of good things, and I'm thinking possibly it's a high likely chance that he could be able to lift a hammer. And then that's just it for part two. Now for part three, this is gonna be just a flyby. Okay, Great Fly, no. Captain Terrence, no. Forever, no. He's a pedophile. Darvo the Curse, no. Rubber Soul, no. Jay Guile, no. Nina, no. ZZ, no. Arena the Hag, no. Steely Dan, no. Ariba Fats, no. Manish Boy, no. Cameo, no. Miller, no. Not dull. He had a slight possibility of actually lifting the hammer, but the only thing that was holding him back was that he wanted to suck Dio's dick. Anyway, Owengo, no. Boengo, no. Anubis, no. Kakra, no. Khan, no. Mariah, no. Alessi, no. Daniel J. Jarvie, no. Pet Shop, no. Terrence A. Darby, no. Holly Cujo, no. Annie, no. And then everyone else, just no. Everyone else, just no. Part 4, Argio, that's the one who has the Aqua necklace stand. No. He's a murderer, obviously, of course. He's not going to get it. Tommy, no. He literally tried to fucking kill Koichi. No. 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 Nope. 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 I'm only going to mention a few characters that could potentially lift a hammer. Matsu had potential. Now, Matsu had the stand. Well, he didn't really have the stand Cheap Trick, but he was in possession of it. Now, the reason why I said he had potential is that he was just a normal dude. He was just a normal fucking dude until fucking Cheap Trick came along and just fucking killed his life. So, who knows? Maybe without the stand, he could have been able to lift a hammer, but with Cheap Trick, no, he had to be a villain because he was being manipulated by Cheap Trick. So anyway, um, I'm gonna say Josuke's uncle, adopted father, like the cop. I don't think so. I don't think he'd be able to lift a hammer. No, no, no. Shizutsu Joestar, no. She literally, even if I counted the spin-off manga that she was in, no, she wouldn't be able to lift the hammer. No, no. Alien Boy, the Alien Boy, Mitsuarada. Um, Yeah, I don't think so. Because yeah, he's an alien, but he does like value life and he does do his best to help his friends and all that stuff. But I wouldn't say he can lift a hammer. I wouldn't say that. Like it's like saying that like, oh, all alien species can lift the hammer. No. Just because you're an alien doesn't mean you can lift a hammer. But mm, and that's just it. Everyone else, no. Even Josuke Survivor, Savior, like, yeah, he only done one good thing. Like, I don't think he would be able to lift a hammer, but still. Part 5, now there's not going to be a lot of characters here. Coco Jumbo, no, because he's a turtle. Like, how is he going to be able to lift a hammer? And even though, what what good has he done? I'll be acting like a fucking storage unit for them. Right. Vinegar Dobio. Now, in the past, he was good. But then fucking hell. His spit personality got the better of him. Leaky Eye Luca? No. Polpo? No. Mario Sakaro? No. Sale? No. Formaggio? Definitely fucking no. He he's like a dictator, like almost. Eluso? No. Prosciutto? Oh, well, we already said that. Maloney? He's a fucking pervert. Like he literally has to have sex with a woman for his stand to work. So no. Squidalo, no. Tarzo, no. Carne, no. Chocolata? If Chocolado was worried to lift a hammer, I'm the fucking Pope. He literally recorded old people committing, yeah, suicide on them. Fucking hell. Oh, why am I laughing at that? It's so fucking shit. He's like literally the worst man God has ever made. Seko, no. Scalipi, again, as I said to you about Johnny, I think his fate, I think his, like, the person, I think he believes in Jesus more than anyone else, so I wouldn't say he'd be able to lift a hammer. Yeah. Part 6. Oh, God. Okay. Gwes, no. Jonna Angelo, the sniper guy, no. Thunder McQueen, he tries to kill himself, no. Marlon Manson, stand user, no. Lang Ranger, no. Sports Max, no. Westwood, no. Kenzo, no. DNG, no. Guccio, no. The Green Baby, no. Muller, no. Angelo, no. Raquel, no. Donatello, he had potential, but the fucking manipulation of fucking Pucci got to him. Romeo, no, fucking hell. He tries to blame fucking Jolene for he tried to blackmail Jolene for the murder that she committed. Well, in the anime, but in the manga it's pretty different. Anyway, corrupt lawyer, no, fucking hell. I'm just gonna say no for everyone else as well, right here. Part 7. Stephen Steele, no, just no. Lucy Steele, no. Hot Pants, no. Sandman, no, he's an mate. He literally tried to kill both Johnny and Gyro, and not just that. He literally is. Oh my god! I'm not gonna say it because you guys already know at this point. I think the only one that can potentially lift the hammer is Ringo, because the reason why is because he wants to have a fair duel and wants to have a fucking fair fight. So you know what? I'm gonna say Ringo Road again has the most potential. Blackmore as well, kind of a little bit. Blackmore has a little bit of potential as well. So I'm gonna put them two in potential. Mountain Tim potential. I mean, not all par four par seven characters are gonna fucking suffer. Like some of them can lift it, like two of them. Okay, part 8. Yashu horse, that's the bitch. I'm gonna say no because I think she'll just say, look, my stand is already is so useful to me. I know I said I shouldn't be using their stands to their thing and all that shit, but it doesn't matter. Noriski, he kind of has potential a little bit because he did take in Gabby as his adopted son, and he did take that responsibility of being a father, being the father figure. I'm gonna give him the chance to be. I think I think he has the potential to become a to lift a hammer. Joshu, no. Um, I'm just gonna say everybody no until I'm gonna see who has the most potential. I think the mother does. Casio Higashida, the one that has spaced out, kind of does because she did try her best to be the best mother she can be, but obviously she couldn't. But who knows? I'm not gonna say about part 9 because part 9 has not been fucking done yet, so I can't judge these characters until they're fully done. Um, am I gonna count Dustbolt Rohan? Did I count Dustbolt Rohan anyway? No. Um, but I'm gonna say even if I did count as Dustbolt Rohan, no. All these are literally a no. Like there's literally a woman here who drinks the blood of her fucking husband for like about 152 years. So I don't think any of them are gonna have potential to actually lift a hammer, even if I counted Dustbolt Rohan as canon. And I do think it's canon because like it is before Power 5 and all that stuff. I'm gonna count Dead Man's question though as well because I think that is canon. But see, the thing is, all those people are bad people anyway. So I'm not gonna. So they're just all not gonna get it. I want to see where is R5? Where is the fucking I'm trying to find Purple Haze feedback. Okay, there it is. Purple Haze feedback because I'm counting that as canon because I love that. I love that manga. I mean, Sheila? No. I mean, like everyone else from from Purple Haze feedback are literally fucking crazy. So no, but I did love Purple Haze feedback. Um, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna count as canon, but I'm not gonna count George Joestar as canon because literally Iraqi said it's not canon. So yes, and I'm just gonna say that there's a lot of characters here that I wouldn't say would be canon, but still, like I think it's been really good. Like I think look, just because you can lift a hammer doesn't mean you're not special. Let me just say something. That hammer is just only to control Thor's power, to harness it. It wasn't a source of strength. So I believe everyone here has uniqueness and can even do stuff that both Thor and Odin can never do, and they're special in their own ways. You get what I mean? Like, even if, let's just say, even if Trishuna cannot lift a hammer, she's still good in her own way. You get what I mean? But yeah, that's just it. Like, at the end of the day, it's just literally you not lifting the hammer is just not like it doesn't mean you're not worthy of your own right. You get what I mean? But still, I hope you guys enjoy this. But tune in next time for when I go into the Marvel Zombies of Jojo. Yep. You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen.